The McElroy brothers are not experts, and their advice should never be followed. Travis insists he's a sexpert, but if there's a degree on his wall, I haven't seen it. Also, this show isn't for kids, which I mention only so the babies out there will know how cool they are for listening. What's up, you cool baby?
It's familiar, but not too familiar, but not too not familiar. It's a new craze, and the girls didn't want it to say, hey, I wanna, to say, hey, I wanna.
Hello and welcome to My Brother and Me, the official comedy advice cast of the Avengers in theaters near you May 4th, 3D and not.
Actually, we legally have to retitle the show My Brother, Iron Man, and Me.
Mm-hmm. And Thor and Loki.
And Hulk is there. He's up in the mix.
Hulk and She-Hulk. Is She-Hulk in the...
I assume She-Hulk is in it.
No spoilers.
And Vision's there.
Guys, who's your favorite Avenger in the movie The Avengers? Which scene or Avenger is your favorite? Okay, Jarvis. Mm-hmm. You mean Iron Man's electronic butler?
Yeah. I'm a big Paul Bettany fan.
James Bond?
Okay.
Griffin, do you know anything about the Avengers?
I like Wolfman. Who let him in the group?
Who's the guy who's always fighting Dracula?
Jolly Green Giant.
Is he a comic book?
The guy's fighting Dracula?
Yeah.
The guy who fights Dracula?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Are you
the Mummy?
Yeah.
My favorite Avenger has to be Iron Man.
X-Men.
My favorite Avenger is the X-Men because this is the official show. I do wish they had sent us a screener of some sort, maybe to do a little pre-pro beforehand, because the only Avenger I know is Ra the Sun God.
Yep.
And he is an Avenger. Are there any others in the group on the team?
I think for a while, the guy from the Fantastic Four was one, Lou Reed Richards.
Mm-hmm. What about Mega Man?
I think Mega Man was Kid Icarus was there.
Are any of these things?
And Simon Belmont.
Our dad is listening. Our dad, former comic book writer and comic book collector Clint McElroy, is listening to this and tearing his fucking hair out right now in grief.
He's snapping his iPhone across his knee, throwing it through a window like the Bruce Banner's alter identity.
The Thing.
The Hyde, Mr. Hyde.
Mm-hmm.
The hulking mass.
The hulking mass of strength.
The big guy.
The big guy. When we're not watching the Avengers,
which is apparently all the time.
May 4th, theater near you, 3D, official comedy podcast, co-branding, brand partnership, brand synergy. We're not watching the Avengers.
How much of that $1 billion opening weekend did we get?
What we got was a free 12-pack of Diet Dr. Pepper with the Avengers logo on every single can.
Sorry,
it's going to be collectible someday.
Are we talking about DDP or are we talking DCDP?
No, this is straight up DDP. No cherries up in this bitch.
Just throw it away.
Just
Get
throw
some
it out.
grenadine or throw it away.
Grenadine, unless you got like sugar-free grenadine, you're going to defeat the purpose of the DDP,
thing.
though. I'm your oldest brother, Justin McElroy, Iron Man.
I'm your middleest brother, Travis McElroy, Wonder Man.
I am Griffin McElroy, the youngest brother, Young Brother Man.
My 25-year-old
Octopus
friend.
Man.
Octopus Man. That's
Bubble
good.
Man.
Bubble Man.
Leaf Man.
Well, back in the Mega
Leaf
Man.
Garrett, the Avenger. My 25-year-old friend won't grow up. I've tried to impart wisdom and encourage her to pack her bags and move, but she won't do that without her parents' approval either. Help me, brothers. Can I help her stand on her own 2 feet? That's from Conflicted Comrade.
Additional details on this one. She goes on to explain things like when her friend was looking to buy a new car, they had everything worked out, but her parents did not like the car, so she did not buy it and continues to drive their old minivan and things along that line. So she basically runs all of her life decisions by her parents, and then she also like still has curfew. And things like
no!
That.
Whoa!
Yeah, and has to like check in every half hour.
She lives with her folks.
From what I could tell from the email, yes.
That would be weird if you had a curfew and you didn't live with your parents. Like,
Yeah,
are
that
you
would
in
be
your
weird.
apartment? It's 11 o'clock.
I'll flick my lights on and off so you can see.
Mm-hmm.
I think that anybody who has given over the locus of control to their parents like that, like, well, whatever they say is the way it goes, that's going to be real hard to shake unless you're willing to take those reins.
Yeah.
You got to be the one running your friend's life.
You got to
Yeah,
become your friend's
clearly.
life coach.
You got to help. Yeah, you got to life coach them. You got to be their Joel Osteen and just walk them through some of the big choices.
Can I just say, like, I don't know that this is helpful, but I
Never saw
kind of
this
see.
before.
Fair enough. I kind of see the appeal of it. Not necessarily
Really?
the parents, but having some kind of like
Safety
I
net?
knew what I was
like
doing. Ever.
outside of my head conscience that just was with me that I could go, man, I kind of want to buy, this new thing. What do you think? No? Okay. It takes all the onus of responsibility off of you.
I scoffed at the idea of a bedtime, but that wouldn't be the worst thing. Like, if I don't get to bed by 10:30, I am totally useless the next day. So some sort of authority figure. What's up? Were you giggling at the fact that I need to go to bed by 10:30?
Yeah, I guess.
I went to bed at 11:30 last night, and I needed to have a 5-hour energy drink at 1 p.m. today.
If
Griffin,
Griffin doesn't get his full 12 hours, just don't even bother.
Griffin, I went to bed at 4:30 last night, and then I woke up at 9:30, and I'm going to be very funny for the next hour.
Why were you out until you're fucking 38 years old? Why were
You're
you at a
old as
warehouse
shit.
rave?
What were you doing?
Well, I don't know. Sometimes I just like to party.
Okay.
Justin, since I've moved away from Huntington, from time to time, whenever you text me at 2 o'clock in the morning and you're clearly drunk on the town, sometimes I just like to picture you, in werewolf movies when the guy wakes up in the woods and he's like covered in mud and he's naked and real confused. That's how I always imagine you the next morning.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty much like that, except I have a candy pacifier around my neck.
Pants hung low around your knees.
Yeah.
You're asleep outside of Stumblers 2, still stumbling.
Hey, everybody, that's a real bar in Huntington. Come on out. Catch
the fever.
Catch the fever of Stumblers 2, still stumbling.
If you had a grown folk telling you not to do these things, don't you think your life would be a little bit better?
Yeah, it would, because I miss being able to get mad at somebody who makes me do things still.
That you want
Nobody
to
makes
do
me
secretly.
do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Oh, I can't come out. Guys, I'd love to come out and just really see the new band, but man, the rents. Oh, no.
I gotta call my daddy. Oh, he said no, guys.
Oh, man. Hold on. It's my dad, mate. What? Oh, that's what I call my dad, because he's... Yeah, we split the rent. He covers a lot of it.
God, this is why there gets a certain point of messed up where if the parents aren't going to let go of it and the parents aren't going to push this person out, I'm not sure
It'll ever happen?
Not only that, I don't think it's that person. To conflicted comrade, I don't think you want to be the thing that does this.
No, you can't. Not unless the parents have to be a willing participant in it, especially if the friend is unwilling to. You can't wrench them out. I mean, you're talking about creating an entirely separate support system that this person may not even want. Like,
Yeah.
That's too big for you. That's too much. It's too much heat. You don't want that heat. You can't handle that heat.
And also, if your friend's not pushing back against her parents, maybe she's not upset about the situation.
Yeah.
So
she gets...
you're looking at this and it's weird to you, but
Right.
Then
But we
she
do
got-
all know these people. Like, people who are 60 years old and still, maybe not 60, but,
oh yeah,
40,
I-
50, doting on their parents and, like, completely unable to do anything without the input of their parents. And, like, that's how these people get that way. And I know it's your friend. It's sad to think about. But believe me when I say this is why parenting is, like, the biggest thing, because you can totally do that to somebody and there's very little that can be done.
Gotta have some kids.
yeah, and then boot them right out at 18.
18.
Go to college, enjoy the world, experience things. Call me once a week, not too much.
Maybe
Not too
there's
much. I'll turn your room into a playroom.
maybe there's a window where like you gotta get out, because like to me there was this is gonna sound terrible. There was no day in my life that I can remember being as exciting as being 19 and moving into my first apartment, like living by myself. Like that's
Yes.
such a fucking insane sea change. Like everything in your life changes at that point. I think that kind of change is exciting when you're a fresh-faced 19-year-old, but when maybe even like 25, it's an absolutely
It's not
terrifying.
too late, but it's terrifying.
It is scary, and it's a little embarrassing, I would imagine, to be like, how do you get electricity?
Yeah.
How do you get water? How do any of those things? Like when I was 19, I was just calling the mayor. It's like, hey, dog, I don't know how to get these things. Can you please
Could you
help
bring
me?
me some water, please?
I am a
I'm so
citizen.
thirsty.
I'm a citizen. Please come help me. But at 25, it's going to be a tough hole to dig out of. I don't know, and I don't think that unless your friend is frustrated with her situation, you can't help her out of it, but also make her frustrated with it. I
Well,
mean,
the thing is, it's like any responsibility. You know, like you could look at someone over and over again and say, you need to be more responsible. But until they make that decision for themselves, it's not going to sink in. It's not really something you can explain to somebody and make them want to do.
If
Like
you
they
are-
have to come to the realization themselves.
if you're whole hog about this, and you are serious about it to the point where you want to get like wicked deep involved, you really have only one option: just talk to her parents.
Ugh, don't do that.
I'm-
You're right. You're totally right, Justin.
No,
you're totally right that that's the
you
only
go
option.
right to her mom, and dad, and say, listen, you two. This is a line in the sand, and I'm drawing it, and you stay away from Vicky.
Please, you're right, but please don't do that.
She's my
Because
Vicky.
If you
She's
do
my
that, I'll
Vicky
know
now.
that happened in the world.
She's not your Vicky anymore. She's my Vicky. Stay away. Because she is good and she's pure. And if you try to beat that out of her, I will take her away. I swear to God.
I need you to love your daughter just a little bit less.
Guys,
That was yeah.
we just need to help other people. We're on a good tear here. We're on a great tear. But
You're right. There's a lot of people to help.
gotta
today.
spread it around.
Thanks for coming by our office.
This Yahoo answer was sent in by Diane. Thanks, Diane. It's by Yahoo Answers user Jared Ankarski, who asks, I got arrested for smoking weed, and my court date is soon. If I come into court in a karate uniform, am I good?
Am I okay here?
In what context?
Will the judge make my punishment lenient since he knows I do karate?
Oh yeah, definitely. If he knows you've got your karate game right,
Additional details. Since they know I do karate, they'll know I do other activities besides chill around and smoke. So will that help or no? It's like an onion, this question.
This
now this only works if you do a fashion show. So you come in your karate outfit, and then you come in your horse riding outfit.
This is a hard hat.
I do construction things. And also, I'm a milkman, apparently.
someone give me a hammer. Boy, was I ever lucky to get Judge Samo hung. He's been very lenient about my gi. In court, Samo Hung was one of the karate guys on.
Oh,
Walker,
karate
Texas
guy, you say.
Ranger.
Go on.
One of the karate guys on Walker, Texas Ranger. I could have gone for Chuck Norris, but I feel like his I think
You don't want
vein
Chuck
of
Norris. Chuck
comedy-
Norris is a hanging judge. Everyone knows that.
Is there anything this gentleman can wear other than a suit? That
T-shirt says "I heart judges."
okay, but that's probably not gonna do it because I don't think you can wear any shirt that says "I heart" anything on it, and then
I heart judges a lot.
people don't
What
think
about
I'm
a-
sarcastic.
Maybe a Judge Reinhold mask. And you just go up to the guy and say,
Hey,
get it?
Hey, listen, judge to judge, are we cool? Am I good?
I've got this Judge Reinhold mask and a karate gi. Are we going to waive these charges or what?
Can we work that into our catchphrase vernacular? Am I good? Anytime you say something terrible or a faux pas, just real quick. Oh shit, am I good?
Am I good?
Hey, I came to court in a karate gi. Am I good?
So I'm just gonna go. I assume the charges have been dropped.
Uh-huh.
Am I good?
I just chopped your gavel in half. Am I good? What's that smell? It's not weed. I promise.
To what extent does the color of belt that this person has?
All the difference in the world.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, either way you chop it, if he's got a white belt, he's not going to A, intimidate the judge, or B, impress him with the amount of time that he has spent in karate chopping class. Mm-hmm, you can get the white belt, blue belt, brown belt, yellow belt, all within like a week and a half if you pay and if you slip a few extra hundos to your sensei, to your senpai.
From what I've seen, if you were to graph my respect for people in the martial arts, it's a pretty steady curve up until you hit black belt, and then it branches pretty radically in two different directions. Where on the one hand, I am for some of those people, I am like, wow, really awed by the dedication to your craft, and then the other people, it's like, just get a job. Put on a suit and learn how to play lacrosse, and please get your life together.
Mm-hmm.
It just strikes me as one of those things that in my life, if someone were to say to me, "Oh yeah, I have a black belt," the next two words out of my mouth are, "Prove it."
Yeah.
I don't know what that entails. I don't know if that's like chop through this wall or fight me or what it is, but there's something about someone making that statement where I'm like, "Oh yeah, prove it."
But I think a black belt,
Chop that horse in half.
a black belt is really only a value add to a person when nobody knows that they have it, right? Like if I got a black belt, I wouldn't I would go take my classes in another state. So that people
What
would
classes? Oh, karate classes.
karate classes. And then when I came back and like if shit came down and I like did a chop and a kick and a man died, then people were like, "What?" I'd be like, "Oh, don't worry about it." I would never ever admit the fact that I have a
jacket
black
to the side and show them just a little like glimpse of black belt.
Because if I ever said the word out loud to somebody, "Oh, I have a black belt," they're going to make all kinds of wild assumptions about me,
Right.
which are
And
probably
wild
all going to be true.
gesticulations.
They're going to be very true, but I would rather not be subject to that.
Do you think that when you get the black belt itself, it's reversible, in case you want to wear brown shoes?
Idiot. So this is your outfit, okay? You come into court, you're wearing black dress shoes, a black belt, and you have a tie. And you go to the judge and you say, "Am I good?" As you can see, I'm in my formal gi. Am I good now? This is my dress gi. Am I good? I have a funeral to go to. I'm gonna karate chop the coffin in half. I can't believe you'd hold a karate master here.
You don't know the lightning you're bottling up here.
You can't put me in a cell. I will not be responsible for the damage I do if you lock me in a cell with another person. I'll whittle their bones down and make a key. Like I can't be responsible.
I don't know that karate is the kind of thing that you can do if you're high on that sweet doja. If you're rocking doja in the dojo, like I don't think that your skills are going to be like as high as you want them to be. No, like three puns intended.
Yes and no. To the outside observer, you will be very bad at karate.
Yeah.
To your own perception,
Oh my God.
you will be on a fucking kung fu, other playing Kill Bill style.
Fucking body parallel, flat to the
It's
ground,
just like
doing a
you
fucking
against the crazy 88s,
Yeah.
just losing your mind, chopping off limbs.
Mortal
It'll be
Kombat,
amazing.
fly through the air, bicycle kick. Like you're just laying on the ground and rolling about. You're listening to 311 and you're eating Starburst.
I just hit a point. Wait, hold on. I just realized something thinking about this question that has blown my mind so hard that I have to ask it.
What's that?
Okay.
Is it possible that this person asking this question owns a karate outfit but does not in fact do karate?
Oh, I thought that was implied.
Okay, great.
But that's a oh God, what a risky maneuver. Because if you go to court, you're gonna be high, and the judge is like,
Obviously.
the judge, and you're wearing
Obviously.
your kimpo gi, and he's like, pardon, like, don't worry about it. I do karate. I don't just sit around and chill with my boys and listen to 311. Then the judge is going to be like, okay, well, to prove that, chop all these boards and kick this man. And then what are you going to do? You're gonna
Turns out
hurt
the
your
man is
hand.
Jason Statham.
You're gonna hurt your hand. You're gonna embarrass yourself in front of the man.
And there's a bigger risk.
What's that?
There's a bigger risk that this judge is secretly a vampire hunter. He'll see your skills and say, "We've been looking for someone like you.
Yeah.
Come into the secret office behind my office."
The tinier office under my office.
The tiny office under my office that opens into a large cavernous office where there's a network of agents monitoring the vampire menace. So that's one of the worries you have.
You just need to pass this urine test. Oh.
Oh no!
Oh, it says here that you're high now.
You peed straight karate. Guys, is karate an Avenger?
Karate Man.
Karate Man. I'm a 20-year-old male. Last fall, I started dating a wonderful young lady. She's 18 years old now and a senior in high school. I couldn't be happier, but lately there's been an issue. She refuses to go to prom. Brothers, I never imagined that I've had another chance to go to a high school dance. This is the last year my state will legally allow me to attend. Oh, that's a fun call to the Board of Education, huh?
Isn't it?
I can't let this bizarre opportunity slip through my fingers. What can I do to convince her that bringing her 20-year-old boyfriend to the big dance is a great idea? This is from Bummed in Bloomington.
Thanks for listening to all our episodes. We're sorry that we're about to offend you so very much, so that you will never listen ever again.
How about you, Bummed in Bloomington, for the next 5 minutes, take off the headphones, and maybe just enjoy thinking about the good times you and my brother we had together. That's another. Hey. Are you okay? Are you
good?
Are you good? Are you good right now, Bummed?
There's 9 different layers of how bad high school dances. I don't know that there's a person alive that by their 4th or 8th, if they go to homecoming and prom, high school dance, that you're not just like, I'm fucking done with this whole situation. More importantly, you don't want to be the oldest man at a dance.
Right now, if someone came to me and said, Justin, I need you to put on a tux and stand in a gymnasium for 4 hours. Also, you will be stone cold sober.
Oh, no. Okay, you threw that wrench in at the end, and for a while I was like, that doesn't sound too bad. Oh.
Yeah. Like, what? I would give up government secrets before I would allow myself to be taken into that situation.
And not only that, let me throw this in, too. All the chaperones know what's up.
Oh, they all know what's up.
Oh, my God. You will never get more dirty looks in your entire life. You're going to have to wear a tuxedo that was worn by 300 sweaty teens before you with 600 sweaty armpits. You are.
Right.
You don't want to do this.
You're gonna get omega herpes. That's no good. from the tuxedo. That's terrible. You're 20. Please just lie and say you go to the high school across town. Please don't tell them that you're like
Matthew McConaughey.
You're well, I think he's a bit older than 20, but don't tell them that you're like a manager at the Old Navy and you were just really wanted to see what the whole prom scene was about.
I just want to point out, I was making a specific Dazed and Confused reference. I don't believe that Matthew McConaughey goes to proms.
Okay.
Oh, fair enough.
If
To your
he-
knowledge.
boy.
If he was asked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he would. He's pretty chill.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
There's no good reason.
Your wonderful, wonderful girlfriend is giving you an out.
Mm-hmm.
And you're throwing it back in her face. And you gotta... Are you worried that you're letting her down, that she's only saying this because she doesn't want you to be embarrassed? Because if you go, then the high school counselor is going to be like, so you into that young stuff? And then...
Whoa!
And you'll never ever unhear that. Is that...
I got a FTP login. You can check out.
You're gonna love my files and folders.
Don't go too many trees deep because it gets weird.
Stay in the index.
Yeah, let's just say stay in the index. All right, if you find yourself 4 or 5 folders in, just unplug your computer.
Just pull this string and I'll get you out.
You need Joseph Gordon-Levitt to give you the kick. Unless you
Listen,
don't
man.
like horse assholes. Get Joseph Gordon-Levitt to give you the kick.
If you realize you're 8 folders in, you need to unplug that computer and set it on fire because the authorities are on their way to your residence.
You're gonna end up in dog dick limbo, and you're never gonna get out.
Now, as I was saying, that's $15 for one, $25 for a couple. Here are your tickets.
Oh God.
Thank you for coming to prom.
You don't.
You don't want to go to
You
prom.
Is there any way?
is.
Is there any way that this is okay? I mean, if you fully lean into it
Oh my
and go
God.
like powder blue ruffled tuxedo and talk about how much better prom was in your day.
Yeah. If you absolutely have to put your dick in that shark's mouth, like, what's the best way to do it?
The only way you can do it, and you've seen this maneuver in so many films, and you do have to pull it off. You have to become the star of the prom.
Oh my God.
Like,
You got to
The
Teen
light-
Wolf it up.
you've got a teen wolf, right? You've got to become the life of the prom.
If anybody there expects that you, this tall, bearded grandpa, is there and trying to, like, keep it discreet, it's the
You got to
assumptions.
fly your flag.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. Here's the main point. Numerically, 18 and 20, not that different.
Oh, no, not at all.
Realistically, worlds apart.
Well,
Well,
I mean, I'm just saying, like, you could look at it on paper and say, like, what's so weird? It's only been 2 years
yeah.
since he's been out of high school. But there's a door there you can't go back through.
Sure. And that's not to say that you're like something's weird about your relationship.
Oh, no.
Because when you date a college person when you're in high school, then you gain those levels, right? Is that how that works?
Yeah, you gain experience.
Yeah.
I don't understand why you would want to go into relationship debt trying to convince this girl to go to a school dance she doesn't want to go
This
to.
woman.
Not relationship debt and, like, real debt.
It
You
costs
guys-
a lot of money.
What if she orders the fucking samurai plate at Hibachi? That's $35 you're not going to get back.
Mm-hmm.
Right down to her gullet. Of course, she'll only eat the scallops and say she's too full.
Yeah. What if
And then what do you do with the box? You leave it in a limo? What?
What do they do if the hibachi master throws a tempura shrimp batter? She doesn't catch it.
She's
Oh
embarrassed.
no! Oh God! My face skin. Take me to the hospital. I'm in high school. I don't have any money. Can you get this? I can't.
have money?
I
You're
can't keep
20.
a. I can't keep
Are
a
you
job.
good?
I can no longer keep a job locked down because of my tempura face. Can you support me
I'm
for
a-
the rest of my life?
I'm a wholly uninspiring Batman villain. That's about all I got.
Oh no!
Tempura
Meet
face.
again, Tempura face.
This looks like the work of tempura face. Everybody here is just burned and breaded.
Sorry, Bats looks like your goose is fried. I mean, tempura battered. You know.
How did you
Shit,
find
you're
my
on-
hideout? I followed the breadcrumb trail. Thank you, tempura face.
Looks like you've been battered and bruised, Batman. Tempura face.
Wait, does Tempura face sign all of its clips?
Yeah.
That's his. No, he signs his text messages.
He's text messaging Batman?
He's
Hey, what are
shy.
you doing? Listen, what I just came up with. The next
you
time I
let Bat-
see you, I'm going to zing you with this.
If half of your face was batter, would you let Batman see you?
Yeah.
No.
Guys, is tempura face an Avenger?
Yes. In the Crisis on Infinite Earths, they briefly teamed up together.
Oh, right.
to,
Oh, no, I thought that was
battle.
in the 59 series. How many was it?
Actually, it was in the amalgam,
Okay.
and Tempura face combined with Superboy.
I remember that.
You often discuss why a customer should not ask out an employee, but you never talk about the reverse. Can an employee of a restaurant ask out a customer? If so, how does one do this properly? That's from Wondering in Whitewater.
Oh, you've come to the right place.
Did they?
Yeah, don't do it.
I don't say that to anybody.
No, well, one of us has done this before.
Yes, in fact, they have.
Do tell.
Oh, God. I did it.
How'd it go?
I'm not proud. Not well.
Worked out pretty well, huh?
Yeah, not well at all.
I want to hear every solitary detail, and I will know if you're withholding.
So I was working at a coffee shop, And I was waiting on this woman. It was a coffee shop / bar. I was waiting on this woman. She was with a group of people. I thought she was really cute, but I was too nervous because she was with a group of people. So, like, after I gave her a check, oh god, the next part, please. Okay, I got her name off the receipt.
Oh no!
I looked her up on Facebook.
Break. Wait,
know.
no, wait.
Travis.
I know.
You got her name off the receipt, and then you messaged her on Facebook.
Yes. Long story short, I mean, she said yes to a date, so we did go out on a date.
So, hold on. When I said, Travis, we should do an advice show, how was your response not, oh, no, I could never do that?
Oh no, I made the worst decision ever.
Oh, no, I couldn't do that and have a straight face.
she-
I'm sorry.
It's like when you get caught drunk driving, and so you can never be president. It's like that.
Travis, did
Yes,
she
but
give
learn
you?
from my failure.
Did she give you any indication in the restaurant that she was also craving your wave?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's not
Like-
it wasn't technically stalking.
No, there was mutual flirting to the point like where she came over and was talking to me, like
Yeah.
left her group of friends and stuff and was talking to me.
Yeah.
I just was too nervous to do it.
And she was like,
So
I sure wish you'd just crib my identity. Could you take that for me? Thanks.
Did she
thank
give
you.
you any hints that she wanted to be Columbo'd that hard? Or?
But here's the thing, though, you can't knock it because she agreed to go on a date with me. So
Oh, I
clearly was
can.
doing something right.
No.
I've been your brother for
You
28
know what? I'm gonna
years.
stop
I can
defending
knock
myself.
it.
Don't do it. It's one of the sketchiest things I've ever done.
But I gotta say, it worked out. Like if it hadn't worked out,
Yeah, I mean, it would be a lot harder to criticize
But
if
the
it had
three
gone.
of us, like together, if you add all of our game up, you'd get like 7, but the scale goes up to like
Right.
1 billion. So, and I'm pretty sure you're bringing 6 of those points. So,
Right.
I gotta.
I mean, that's good game. That's pretty good game.
That's not bad. Well, it's
hold on.
borderline illegal game, but it's not.
What I did? No.
It's not the worst game.
And then I did buy a bunch of stuff with her credit card
Okay.
number.
Thank
But
you.
that was after it didn't work out.
Um,
We only went on one date. She turned out not to be very interesting.
okay.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I don't know what's more concerning to me: the people who are just going to realize what a ruse it's been that they've been taking advice from Travis for these years, or the people who are sitting at home saying, "Ooh, good one."
I like that move.
Thanks, T-Dog.
Listen, you know, my methods... No, you know, I'm not going to defend myself. It's one of the sketchiest things I've ever done.
Yeah.
At the time, I thought it was kind of, oh, God, in a lonely way romantic. It's not. It's not. If you can't ask the person out there and there, don't do it.
The biggest problem with romance is that it's often in every way except like the line between that and creep sneak is like so thin, right? If there's a guy outside your window in a trench coat and he's holding something up, there are literally one thing that is a boombox it could be, and then a million other things that it could be. That's how thin that fucking line is.
Yeah.
You can have one thing in your hand that's romantic, or you can have a million things where if you're standing outside someone's window in a trench coat holding something aloft, it's the worst. It's the pits.
It's also-
like it's a really dangerous game.
It's it's thinner than that, isn't it? Like if you're holding up a boombox, there's really one song that you can be playing on that jukebox, and if you have like fucking CNC Music Factory gonna make you sweat, busting outside of somebody's window, where they're sitting next to the window, like working on their MacBook.
And their husband's in the other room.
Yeah.
Christine,
Yeah.
open your window. If you like pina coladas.
This is insane composite. Am I good? Christine, am I good?
Here's the takeaway, people listening at home that thought for even a half of a second that what I did was a good idea. For the one time that it worked out, there are 99 other times that she could have called my boss.
You did this 90 other times.
No. To the same person. No. I'm saying that there was a 99%, probably 99.9% chance
Oh yeah.
that she could call my boss and be like, one of your employees totally creeped my name off of my receipt.
Yeah, you definitely threaded the needle on this one.
Yes. So don't do it.
You know, if Travis had gotten fired, you know what he would have needed more of?
Therapy?
Well,
Money zone.
money.
our first driver to the Money Zone this week is a little thing called Mob Rules. Travis, what can you tell me about them?
Mob Rules is an independent game company, and right now they're working on a project called Haunts the Manse Macabre, and it's a really cool idea. Basically, the idea is you can either be the denizens haunting the mansion, or you can be the intruders that are coming in to investigate the mansion. You can play from either side. You can play single player, you can play multiplayer, and it's online. But the coolest thing about the company is that they are completely transparent. So basically, they're really upfront with their business model. They make all their budgets, sales, schedule, expenses, everything's public, so you know what's going on. So basically, the deal is they want your help getting their game finished. So they're promoting a Kickstarter, and you can go check it out. It's mobrulesgames.squarespace.com, and you can go and check out the video and see screenshots from the game and everything. But it's super cool, and the video is great, and they seem like really cool guys.
And they're giving out free downloads of the game for every $5 that you give to the Kickstarter. So there's some good good bonuses.
So if you donate, $50, you get 10 codes to download the game.
Yeah.
And you can spread those out amongst your friends, or they even encourage in the video, they encourage you to sell them for profit. So take the code and then sell it for $7 and make $2 off of every code. Mm-hmm. But they need, they've already raised $40,000 and they just need another 25 to get it done. So it looks like a really awesome game, and the art style is kind of Edward Gorey, kind of elongated features, black and white kind of thing.
Yeah,
it looks really awesome.
Very cool aesthetic.
Very Brody-esque, wouldn't you say? It's Brody-esque.
Like something Adrian Brody would make?
Yeah.
Oh, Adrian Brody has a long face, I meant to say.
Oh, I
Okay.
see.
They have Brody-esque features.
Yes, I agree. They're very Brody-esque.
How come Adrian Brody's face is so long and Adam Brody's is not?
What's that deal?
Let's all ponder that while we donate
That's
to
a
Mob
really-
Rules Games.
That's a really good question. mobrulesgames.com, right, Trav?
That is correct.
That address will take you to their page where all this contact information is. And go kickstart that. Go kick it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Kick it
man,
up.
you guys are a fucking force when it comes
We
to
got
Kickstarters.
crazy soap funded. We can do a cool looking game. Come on.
Yeah, and the game really does look awesome. Make sure you check out their video. It was really well done, and it looks like it's just going to be super cool and super fun. So make sure you check it out. And then, talk about it on Twitter, because the game, they're hoping to be finished with it in October. So make sure you're chatting it up and getting them some buzz, because it's awesome to see independent games coming out, especially when they're really upfront about everything. It's like 4 guys making some art, making a product. So support them.
Oh, man.
What's wrong, Griffin?
My nipple clamps just broke.
What? Now, Griffin, I told you to stop going to Smiling Joe's discount bondage gear.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how many times before you'll have to spend your money on substandard bondage gear before you're going to make the jump up to the big boys.
I mean, they're basically selling you chip clips.
I got a...
Yeah.
I went there. I bought a vibrating pocket pussy. And you know what happened?
What?
It was way too big. Couldn't fit it in my pocket. Also, very large. Provided very little pleasure.
The problem was you didn't have an NRA Vox vibrating pocket pussy.
That's the ish.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
That's the
That's
problem.
where I went wrong.
You went to get a rubber cock ring there and only had 3 snaps on it. Don't even trip. I know where a place where you can get 5 rubber cock rings. Yes, it's extremerestraints.com, back for another co-branding synergy, the official bondage gear of the Avengers in theaters. In theaters May 4th. They have everything you could possibly want. We, of course, did a promotion with extremerestraints.com a couple weeks back, and whenever we do an ad like this, you can go to extremerestraints.com, use the coupon code MIDDLEST, and you can get 20% off of some things that you did not know existed, my friend.
Can we talk about the power of the money zone?
Here's the power of the money zone. I know some things that some of you guys bought. I don't obviously have anybody's names. I just have a list of some
It's
things.
totally
that were purchased.
anonymous, like totally discreet.
Totally anonymous.
Don't
Just-
worry about
I have
that.
a list of things purchased with the Middlest code, and it it really makes me so happy because you know what I see? People who aren't afraid to experiment a little
To
bit.
get it.
Just get it.
get it.
Get your bedroom stuff is boring now.
Everything you're doing, all your old moves that you used to do to wow him or her, they have.
You might as well be doing the Charleston at this point.
You gotta innervate your sex life with electricity, and I mean that literally, because you can get a Zeus electro penis sheath.
And a Zeus electro penis band.
Because these are things that people bought with the Middleist coupon code. You guys are the fucking best.
You're the best people.
You're the best.
Do you want? Are you trying to live the chastity lifestyle? Oh, they've got you covered at extremerestraints.com. They've got so many cages for your dick, you'll think it's Shawshank Redemption up in this piece. It's amazing. Yeah, they got everything you need at extremerestraints.com. Middleist is the coupon code. It's, of course, all delivered so discreetly.
When I met Andy Dufresne, I thought, that's a penis. What's that penis doing in jail? Is that a good...
That was a great Morgan Freeman impression.
That was
Griffin.
really good, Griffin. I feel like I'm watching March of the Penguins.
I like any time that we can say electro penis sheath and Morgan Freeman in the
Just
same
two
sentences.
dicks standing on a beach. Two old friends carving up a boat. Thank you, Extreme Restraints, for continuing to support us.
God.
And thank
Can
you
you guys just be our sponsors forever?
Thank you, listeners, for just experimenting and finding your own sexual way through the forest of pleasure.
And here's the thing. The other thing is, personally, I love the people at Extreme Restraints.
Yeah.
They're really
James-
cool and they really get it.
James, who contacted us, he's been our point man on this, and one of their employees who runs the shipping station in the warehouse, it blew her mind to hear us talk about Extreme Restraints on the show because she's a huge fan of MBMBaM. So even the people that work there are awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So Allie, thank you so much. You're awesome.
Yeah.
Here's what I want. Here's what I want from extremerestraints.com. What I want is for, and maybe we can start emailing back and forth on this. I would really like for one of the items to be named
my God.
in our honor.
Oh my
I would
God.
really like. Maybe it's.
Can I put
maybe
some?
it's the.
I don't want somebody to email me with a picture of a product called like Griffin's Mouth. Like that's not what I want.
Brother loving.
That is exactly what I would want. Maybe it's the waterproof turbo glider vibrator. Yeah, maybe that's it.
And you want to rename
I don't
that
know.
the MBMBaM stick.
The MBMBaM stick for pleasure. Go to modrulesgames.com, go to extremerestraints.com, and show these people, say to them, hey, MBMBaM sent me, and I'm here to support you. I'm here to support you because those guys don't sell me no jive. And
Oh fuck! I'm gonna have to do a song.
this is gonna be a good song.
I hope so. Let's see. What we got? We got ghosts. We got sex toys.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick up the pace a little bit. Looking deep into the dungeon, a ghost approaches from the south. You're playing Hans, which is programmed by Mob Rules Games. But don't fuck Griffin's mouth, even though it'll cause you pleasure to your penis, pleasure to your brain, pleasure to your butthole. Extreme restraint to make it go insane. With pleasure.
So thank you, mobrulesgames.com, extremerestraints.com. Visit both of them. Let's get that kick started. And
And let's get that dick started.
Let's fucking
that
get
kick
it
started.
hard and wet.
get-
Yeah.
2012.
We're gonna move on, and I'm gonna do. How about a Yahoo answer? It was sent in by Katie Bartholomew. Thank you, Katie. It's by Yahoo Answers user Lumpy Space Princess, who asks, "I ordered a pizza 45 minutes ago, and it still hasn't arrived. Should I call the police?"
Is this a person that thinks they've been defrauded?
Either that, when you order a pizza, either online or on the phone, the moment that you place that order, that pizza is technically your property. You know what I mean? If you pay online with a credit card, it's your pizza. So if they keep it from you, then it's stolen, and you have to call them the stolen property.
When I watched that bar fill on the Domino's Pizza Tracker, all I can think about is like, okay, Donna, be careful with my pie. It says you're putting it in the oven right now. Please be gentle. Baby gloves. Sometimes I want to call and just, I don't want to distract her.
Just be like, hey, baby gloves. I can watch you do everything on my computer.
I know what's happening.
Please put the pepperoni in concentric circles.
It will say Donna dropped the pizza on the floor on the pizza tracker, and I don't know.
She picked a hair off it and looked around to see if anyone saw.
The internet saw
Donna.
Is it possible that this person is worried about the safety of the driver?
I guess, because I do know that those people come under crime.
Oh my God, they're like
Come under
census
crime
takers.
I've had a pizza delivered by Nathan every day for the last 6 months, and he's not here yet, and he's always on time.
Also,
I think something's gone wrong.
I also need police to help me get out of my couch because I've eaten nothing but pizza for 6 whole months.
Here's a real conversation I had on Friday. Hi, I ordered a pizza, and it said it was going to be here in 20 minutes, and it's been 40 minutes. So what's the deal? Hey, listen, man. Super slammed. Full moon, you know how it goes. We'll have that out to you.
Wait a second.
It was
Bunch of werewolf pizzas going out the
Is the
door.
thought process there being people go out onto their balcony, look up, see the beautiful supermoon, and say, hey, that looks like pizza.
The moon has hit my eye like a big pizza pie.
Call up
what I need.
Call up Papa Giorno's.
I like any professional business person that uses the phrase, listen, man, super slammed.
Hey,
super slammed all of a sudden.
what's that phone call to the police gonna sound like?
We got a real emergency over here, gang.
Ma'am, please calm down. We just need an address.
I know you ordered it extra zesty, ma'am. That's
Please
not
stop crying.
relevant.
Please stop crying, ma'am.
Here's the problem. The police don't show up for 45 minutes. Who do you call then?
A priest.
The Avengers.
Well, listen, if
Avengers.
if I order a pizza and it takes 90 minutes to get there, it's a good thing the police will be there because there will have been a suicide, and they will they will need to investigate my suicide.
This looks like another pizza-related suicide. Another pizza side.
This is the third this week.
Oh no. He was so looking forward to the crazy bread and pesto sauce and cheese Dippins. He was getting pizza and wings with Dippins, and none of it followed through. He obviously was eating Cheez-Its because there's an empty box of Cheez-Its that his hand is stuck in, like Pooh Bear and Jar of Honey. So it wasn't a hunger issue. He was just super boned out for pizza and dip.
He was definitely snacking. Did you guys see that somewhere in the Middle East, I want to say, I don't know because I'm not sure of the countries that are over there, but there's the Pizza Huts over there are putting cheeseburgers in the crust.
There's
You guys see this?
Wait,
so there's
whoa.
Pizza Huts east of us somewhere. They're putting cheeseburgers.
Somewhere
in.
to the east.
They're putting like full size, like adult-sized hamburgers in a crust.
No, you gotta imagine like it's a cheeseburger stuffed crust.
Yeah.
Okay, so like there's a ring of dough, and jammed into it
It's
are
a s-
mini cheeseburgers.
it's a
basically.
succotash of cheeseburgers. It's
Yeah,
it's
I
a
don't
mishmash
know.
of cheeseburger gobbledygook.
This sounds like something I would have invented at my most bored.
Or you're most depressed.
I looked it up and I got really into this idea. Like, man, I have to try it. So, I was cruising over to the. There was one sampled by a guy named Arva Ahmed for the SeriousEats.com, and he checked out the pizza and said, if I took the antonym of delicious, strapped it into a rocket and blasted it 20,000 light years away, I may begin to get close to my experience with the burger patty. They also have chicken tenders.
Doesn't Japan have pizza with hot dogs in the crust? Or are we doing that too now?
There's nothing that upsets me more that this is going on, and it's not in America. Like, is there an area we haven't fallen off yet? And could, like,
Oh, I don't know,
fast food
Justin.
decadence be the one?
We haven't made tacos with snack chips as the shell.
Oh,
wait.
wait.
We definitely have done that.
I guess that's pretty good.
They have a half-life, a freshness, firmness half-life of about 13 and a half seconds from the moment that meat touches Doritos.
Griffin, I want you to know that I've just pictured you in a lab coat and glasses with a clipboard and like a montage of like timing the tacos.
Yeah. Eating a taco in a centrifuge. Like, oh, God. It's separating.
So many G's.
Oh, God, I've separated. Now it's just a taco and Doritos. Like a normal fucking human being would eat. Can I get the
back to the base
Doritos?
elements.
Can I get the Doritos Loco taco with the Doritos on the side?
I actually would like to start buying bags of Doritos that come in taco shell form. That's where I just want to start there. I just want to cut out the middleman, by which I mean the fillings, and eat the shells from a bag. Can I do that?
You can. You can do anything in this beautiful country of ours. Can I stuff a pizza crust with Doritos and tacos, but then do a double-decker sandwich, KFC chicken sandwich, where each
Keep going,
pizza.
keep it rolling.
Each pizza is a crust, and also inside, instead of a patty, there's a blueberry pie. But what's in the blueberry pie? Jasta.
What was the question?
Can we call the police for pizza crimes?
Oh.
I'm not sure they have jurisdiction unless they're pizza police. There is a separate branch, right? That's what Law and Order was about?
Yeah.
The three branches of government. It's the legislative, executive, judicial,
And Pizza
and Pizzalicious.
I can't.
What's that,
believe-
ma'am? They forgot your dipping sauce? Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah.
Ah, shit, I'd probably watch that show.
Right?
Guys,
Yeah.
Supreme Pizza Court Justice.
Okay. Sure. I'll allow it. After almost a year and a half of background investigations, medical and psychological examinations, and mountains of paperwork, I'll finally be starting Police Academy this July. Pizza Police Academy or just regular Police Academy? Probably
You
just
gotta work
regular.
your way up to Pizza Police Academy, Justin. You don't just start.
I'm very excited to finally be starting my career in law enforcement. I've already started running every day and mentally psyching myself up. Is there any advice that Brothers McElroy can give me? That's from soon-to-be PO. Now, we have a little experience in this arena because one of our dearest podcasting friends is James Gowdy, who's, of course, a police officer in the beautiful UK. So, what do you... Now, over there, they don't have crime, which is a thing.
Yeah.
That's the big
Not to
problem
say
with-
that he has an easy job of it, but
No,
doesn't.
there's no guns in all of Europe, so...
right. No guns, no crime, as far as I have seen.
He has to fight criminals that are using trebuchets.
What do you guys want from your police? Can you just be cool?
Just be cool. Like, don't pull me over because I don't have a front plate on my car. I didn't know. Don't bust me for skateboarding on the rails at City Hall because this is the sickest grinding in the city. Don't shoot any kids.
That's a good place to start.
I love police officers, but I don't think that there is a profession that has like one bad apple kind of reference.
Right, yeah, absolutely.
Do you know how many cops it takes to ruin the cop reputation in town? Like one guy who drives around just shooting his gun out the window.
Pretty much almost without incident, every time that I've ever been brought under the long arm of the law, the guy's been totally decent about it. Because it's like, usually if you're busted for a crime and you're a white person living in America, you know what happened. Now, if you're a black... you know what you did.
You can follow the trail from cause to effect. And you...
Right.
Yeah.
That line gets a lot harder to weave if you are not a white person of some means in America. But like for me, I know what I did. I know what I did.
I'll never forget the time I got pulled over for going, I think, like 23 miles over the speed limit. And the dude was really cool, and he was like, I'm going to write down that you're going 19 miles over the speed limit, because if you're going 20 or more, it's reckless endangerment, and I'd have to take your license away. And I was like, thank you so much. And while he was writing the ticket, I called our dad, and I was like, "Hey, Dad, I'm getting this ticket." And he was like, "Is there any way to talk your way out of it?" And I was like,
The
"No,
dude already
I'm
cut you,
not
like,
going to jail."
The biggest solid ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I'm good on this one and just take the ticket
Yeah.
and say thank you very much, and then cry on my way to Cincinnati.
One time I was pulled over coming back from a road trip, and I was by myself, and this sounds like it would happen in a movie, but I opened my glove compartment when he asked for my license, my registration. I opened my glove compartment, completely forgetting that I had left a fifth of whiskey
Oh, good.
in the glove compartment, and it literally tumbled out, like comically, like a scene from a really bad prequel to Dumb and Dumber. Not that there's more than one, but you could tell that the cop saw it and then just decided that his day would be a lot better if he hadn't seen it.
He
And
just sighed and like rubbed his nose between his eyes.
let's all pretend that didn't happen. Let's pretend I didn't see that. And I mean, it's not like I'm a lush. It seemed like a place to put it. It'd probably been there for weeks.
Driving is stressful.
point-
you know, you gotta have some way to.
Gotta relax.
Yeah.
Just gotta unwind out there.
When I was with my group of friends at Bonnaroo, and we got busted by drug enforcement officials for having.
At Bonnaroo?
Yeah.
What?
I gotta say,
It goes all the way down.
Wasn't mine. Straight edge to the limit. No, hardcore, straight edge. Who's that wrestler?
CM Punk?
I'm like CM Punk, basically through and through. Wasn't mine,
Okay.
but it was happening around me. I tried to call an adult. There were no adults to be found. I tried to call a teacher or a parent.
Did you snatch it out of their hand and say, like, hey, don't do this. You're better than this?
And what happened?
And that's when the
Popo
police
rolled
came.
up, holding the bag, literally. The bag was full of Sweet Doja. But they were really cool. They're like, let's just fill out some paperwork. This might be because they were at Bonnaroo, and it was probably the 3,000th ticket that they handed out that day.
Where our pad is empty. We're down to the cardboard. We're just gonna write on the cardboard, "I owe you one ticket."
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like it would be like writing people peanut shell littering tickets at Logan's Roadhouse. Texas style Roadhouse.
It's exactly like that.
Yeah. Yeah. It would be like handing out pizza crime tickets to somebody who spilled a little bit of Parmesan on the floor, you know? It's like, cool it, guys.
Right.
Take it easy.
Do you want to hear my favorite interaction with the cops? I shouldn't.
Travis, I think they prefer pigs.
with the
God.
popo, with the bacon.
Guys, come on.
They're wonderful people.
Kill them all!
Occupy!
In college, my friend TJ was standing outside of a house party, but he was drinking out of a red Solo cup, which is like, it's like a red flag to the police. Like, hey, I'm drinking.
Yeah,
and
nobody
I'm probably
drinks
underage.
juice or milk out of red Solo cups.
Exactly. There's only one case in which you drink out of a red Solo cup.
Oh, this? It's Ovaltine.
Yeah. And so TJ at the time was 19. And so the cops roll up and they look at him standing in the front yard. And they're like, excuse me, son, how old are you? And he looks right at him and he goes, I am 19, officer. And they said, are you drinking tonight? And he said, oh, no, officer. Not only am I underage, I'm the designated driver. And they said, let me see that cup. And they take it and they sniff it. And they said, son, there's alcohol in here. And he goes, what? They told me it was punch.
Okay.
Why would my friends do this to
So-
me? And the cops were like, it's okay, sir. Just be more careful next time. He said, thank you. I guess they're not really my friends.
God, cops are so fucking dumb. Stupid idiots.
So I guess just be smart, apparently, and you'll be ahead of the game. Be a lot smarter than most of those cops.
I mean, we can just assume that this guy is a fucking Paul Blart idiot dummy. If he's even gonna be, if he's interested in this vocation, stupid moron.
So stupid.
Sorry if you can't understand our jokes. Fucking
We'll slow it down for you.
Have fun hanging out with Mahoney.
yeah, fucking
And Hightower
cops.
and
Okay.
Michael Winslow, I think.
I can't do this to you.
This Yahoo was sent in by Earl Parsons. Thanks, Earl. It's by Yahoo Answers user Gabby, who asks, "What do I say when I touch his dick?" I want to be confident. Should I say something like, OMG, it's big? Or should I say that? Or what? After I touch it, what do? It's like 7 inches, so that's why I would say it's big.
You just gotta look at him and say, nice.
Nice.
Nice, good one, bro.
Ah, sweet dick.
That's like the sweetest dick.
Dude started out with OMG. Whatever you say. OMG. I love this hog.
Is there any words the first time that you see and touch the genitals of a person that you're interested in? There's no words you can say, right? You just gotta
All I can think of is things you shouldn't say.
you gotta get to business.
Yeah, you just gotta get the highest compliment you can pay genitalia is immediately going to town on them. Just
'Cause if
going
you
to
say,
work
like,
on
Just
them.
smacking it around.
even something as innocuous as like, oh wow, you're gonna sound like his like preschool teacher or something like
Right.
that. Like you
Gotta
gotta
Yeah,
just
this gold star.
you gotta start just like touching it,
Just like
you gotta
whipping it.
rub it, and like
Just like punching it.
touch it and like whisper to it,
Blow on it.
blow on it, wink at it.
Give it
Pretend like-
Eskimo kisses.
Pretend like it's the fifth element, and you don't know
Butterfly
exactly what
kisses.
activates it. Maybe it's butterfly kisses, maybe it's fire, water. You're not exactly sure what the fifth
Don't.
element
It's
is.
probably not fire. Gonna go ahead and
Right.
put
It
that
might
out
be
there.
fire.
It
Yeah.
might be fire.
Is Chris Tucker there?
Maybe.
There's probably a bunch of quotes you could get from Fifth Element to say when
Yeah,
you see
sure.
the penis.
Corbin Dallas Monty Pass. Corbin Dallas. Can you? That's what you do. You light
you
some
know-
candles, turn on some sade, and then you light some candles. You pop some champ, some bubbly, and you sit down. You kiss softly, gently. You pull those pants down, and you pull his underpants down, and you look and you bend down, and you get real close to it. You know, Corbin Dallas into it.
Corbin, do you know
Look at the microphone.
they just did a study that is if you do an impression of Chris Tucker, it's impossible not to sound racist. They actually worked that out just now with some research,
Oh
some
man.
science research. I know it's too bad.
What if it was like a really bad impression of Chris Tucker?
Well, I don't know. Yours was so good. It's
Mine was
hard to
flawless, but what if it was like Corbin Dallas?
when
Could
we,
you couple it with a really bad impression of Jackie Chan?
Oh man, no, because that one will be racist. I don't have a good. My Chan game is weak. My
You gotta
Chris
get your
Tucker is
Chan straight.
fantastic. Yeah, it'd be something like
And he got one syllable out and we got shut down.
but. they won't quite.
Can we not?
Can I beep that out?
Yes, you can beat that
Okay.
out.
Oh shit, dude, you really.
Could you just say like, "What's that?" Mm-hmm. What's
What
all
next?
this?
What's up? What happens now? Am I good?
What's all this
I
fuss?
guess.
What's all the fuss about? Where's the other one?
I don't think that one's gonna play.
You don't think that one's gonna work?
I'm worried that this person is young. Because they said OMG, and I once you turn like 14, you're not allowed to say OMG anymore.
It would be, I think, a baller move to be like a 40-year-old woman and be like, "OMG."
Yeah, that's actually, Travis, that's the worst. I'm what some might call a MILF. Whip.
Who's ready to go to Cougar Town?
Let me see your wiener.
Take out that young wiener.
Corbin Dallas.
I'm from Sydney, Australia, and soon the LFL, the Lingerie Football League, is coming to town. Is that a bad choice to take a girl on a date to? That's from Guy.
Hey, yes, it is. All right, good night, everyone.
Yeah.
It's a pretty bad choice.
But is it a bad choice to take a grown, mature, thoughtful woman to it as a date?
Pretty much any grown, mature, thoughtful woman that I've known in my life is going to be livid at the idea of the existence of a lingerie football league.
What's
You know what? I kind of am.
that's okay. I don't want to cast aspersions, but I don't think that this is going to be the kind of sports entertainment that I'm looking for. Do you know what I
What are you
mean?
looking for, Griffin? What would you say you're looking for in your
I am
sports
looking
entertainment?
for a robust athleticism, and
Okay.
I don't think
Would you settle for robusty?
I wouldn't. I like to keep my sports game and my boner game totally on opposite ends of it's 100-foot high wall.
What
And
if
I don't
you
want-
start? What if you start associating shoulder pads with arousal? That's gonna make for some awkward locker room moments when the intramural season picks back up.
It's the thing that's the lingerie is my key complaint, because you can't tackle anyone. Nobody's ever been tackled while wearing lingerie, I feel like. There's no protection. It's negative protection. There's going to be burns, there's going to be bruises and breaks and bumps.
Griffin, would you be more inclined to watch a lingerie football league if the teams were coached by hologram of the late great Vince Lombardi?
I mean, probably, Travis. Would I be more entertained by it if it all took place on a spaceship? Is that like... What if when you went to it, you got $1 million for free? Would I be interested in going? Yeah, probably. What if while I was there, they gave me pizzas with lasagna inside the crust? Yeah, Trav, I'd probably be down. I would probably be down with that. Just by going, my vertical leap gets a foot better? Yeah, I think I could probably get interested in going to something like that. Oh, I can live forever because with these LFL tickets. I'm sure I'm glad I bought these. Jesus is back, everyone. Sure, I'm glad I went to this lingerie football league game, this event. Sorry, sweetheart, you'd be stupid not to come with me to this LFL game. They let you replace your parts with cyborg parts. Bye, forever. Got jet boots. Stupid.
So that's my brother, and me. It's an advice show for the modern era. Thank you so much for listening for whatever dark purposes you have for doing that.
Just like Loki in the hit film The Avengers.
So many people tweeting about the show this week. Brian XVX, New Convert, RM King, Death Panels, Ham Doctors, of course, Hack on Petersfield, Mr. Steve O.D., Nacho Nova, which is pretty good, Mikacho Vicness, Mike Hart U, everybody. Thank you so much for tweeting about the show. Just use the MBMBaM hashtag. And hey, if you want to, maybe tweet out a link to our sampler. It's bit.ly/itsmybim.
I want to thank Extreme Restraints and Mob Rules Games. Go to both their websites. It's just their names and then a .com after it. I also want to thank John Roderick and the Long Winters for the use of our theme song, It's a Departure, off the album Putting the Days to Bed. Go get it and make it your ringtone so that every time people call you, you can spread the word.
Yeah. And thank you to our Max Fun family, as always, for having us. If you don't listen to the other shows on the Max Fun Network, you should correct that immediately. Grab Jordan, Jesse Go, Bullseye, Stop Podcasting Yourself, Judge John Hodgman, and so much more. Our new friends Throwing Shade.
Is there more Max FunCon tickets available, or are those all out now?
I
They
know there
may be.
were.
There
Yeah.
were. I don't know. We're going to be in L.A. hanging out at Max Fun Con in June, and there may be some tickets.
Yeah.
I think you just go to maxfuncon.com, right? Is that where the
I don't know, man. I'm not like an internet.
You're not like a wizard.
I'm not really an internet guy. This final Yahoo was sent in by Steven Sweet. Thank you, Steven. It's by Yahoo Answers user Julius, who asks, where can I buy the 2004 movie Catwoman?
I'm Justin McElroy.
I'm Travis McElroy.
I'm Griffin McElroy.
This is my brother, and me. Kiss your dad. Square on the lips.
Keep your heart, 3 stacks. Keep your heart. Hey, keep your heart, 3 stacks. Keep your heart. Man, these girls are smart, 3 stacks. These girls are smart. Play your part.